Wallet weekends, we're gonna go over how I'm making coins in this desolate market, training market, all that fun stuff. But first, our legends, Thomas Davis Sr. I think he actually just retired this. He's been playing forever, man. 89 speed though on an outside linebacker. I think it's our fastest pass rusher now in the game. Dante Hall for my Kansas City Chiefs. We're getting another speed upgrade at 92, although he is a much shorter wide receiver, so he's not going to be on the likes of your DKs, your Megatrons, your Plaxicos. And then the LTD is going to be Russ Grime. Hopefully I pronounced that right. He is a center. We love our offensive lineman. LTD investments. Discounted abilities. The only one that's super notable in my opinion, post up for 1 AP Russ Grimm. Dante Hall doesn't really get the best discounted abilities, but under pressure for 1 AP on Thomas Davis Sr. Great discount ability. Quickly taking a look at the October content schedule, you notice a few things. Season 2 next Friday. The training variety pack does expire on Thursday. Most likely we get most feared starting next week. You'll see in big red letters, sell. Very important. You do not want to be holding any investment assets going into the expiration of the TVP, because if the TVP is taken away or the coin quick sells are taken away from that reroll, the value of training and the value of most of your cards in your binder are going to lose significant value. So if you have any core elites from your team diamond investments, I would say you have 2 days to either sell off or discard for maximum value, that being Saturday and next Tuesday, the next only 2 days before the TVP goes away potentially, where we have a new LTD enrolls. I currently have some core elites in my binder. These are training assets that I have bought, planning to reroll this Saturday. So if you have any team diamond investments, if you still have any AKA investments, you're gonna want to get rid of those most likely this Saturday. Also, and this is more of a personal thing, I am also getting rid of all of my high-end LTDs. The reason for that is we should be getting 92 overalls, starting with most feared and then legends. It's the rule of 3. We always get 3 weeks of a certain overall legend-wise, and then it gets refreshed the next week. And that next week is next week for the 92 overalls. And I don't really want to be holding any investments or any assets that are really going for above 700 to 800k, and that being Forrest Griggs 800, almost 900. Cromwell's 950 and DK Metcalf is above 900k. It's not that I don't think they could go up even more, especially past season 2 in TVP. It's not a risk I'm willing to take, especially if we get like 92 overall most feared guys that are a strong safety, a wide receiver, a right tackle. Those would make those players that we have right now crash in price. So I'm going to maximize I'm going to sell off my investments. I'm cool with their prices, making a really good profit on all 3 of those guys. That more is up to you. I also am going to sell off most of my team just because I'm not going to play games in the middle or the beginning of next week. So I might as well just sell them off and see what happens for season 2, what happens for training varieties. We could be getting an odds boost as well. Zadarius Smith, I've actually sold off a majority of mine. I had 11 total. I pulled 3, invested in 8. I have sold off 10 so far for average around 530 to 535k. 525 is like my minimum price that I want to sell off my last one for. But yeah, that's a little update into what you should do with your binder junk, I would say. Your core elites, anything that goes for training discard, you have 2 days to get rid of, this Saturday or Tuesday. And I also am selling off a lot of my high-end players later this weekend. Speaking of training investments, I'm not investing in training to resell this weekend, but rather to roll. My number that I'm buying at is under 20 per. We've seen through Twitter that the training variety pack, as long as you pull under really 21, but more safely under 20 per for training, that you are going to make at least some profit unless you pull absolutely terrible overalls and no LTDs. So under 20 per, that would be 83s under 13,000 coins, 82s under 8.8k, 84s under 19.6k, I believe, and 85s under 28.5k. It's like around those numbers. That's what I'm paying for. It's more just because I don't have we're not buying any team diamond investments, so I have I have more free time on the market to sink my time into, so I might as well buy super cheap and roll for the stream on Saturday. There's not really an opportunity to make coins off the resale of these cards, just because it seems each LTD we do get re-added, like new LTD added in training variety packs, that rise back from the floor of training, it just gets less and less each time. Like, the first time we were buying at 22 per, selling at 28 per. Second time we were buying at 23, selling at 27, and now it's like we could buy at 20, 21, and you could probably sell at 24. You're not going to make that much. So I'm buying for entertainment to make some really low risk rerolls. You guys do the same. Hopefully you pull the LTD. But yeah, that's your training market updates. Hopping into some sets to make coins this weekend. If you followed the last wallet weekends and you followed also just in the Discord, maybe even I think I mentioned on Market Monday, legend sets were awesome last week, man. Especially Saturday and even Sunday, I was able to make around 40 to 50k at minimum on a couple of different sets, that being Rod Woodson, Herman Moore, and Michael Vick. Hopefully this weekend, it seems every weekend now that we're going forward, there'll be like 1 or 2 sets that are added to that you can do really for profit. Who knows? Maybe Ray Nitschke. Maybe we start going into the 91 overall legends this weekend. I would give you the prices of I'll give you the prices of what I bought last weekend, but I don't know the prices this weekend. It does depend a lot also on if we get a refresh in the bundle for the bundle toppers. We want to see the 88 plus bundle topper. Makes the sets super easy to make because the low overalls are always going to be pulled, but it's always the high overall guys where if they're not listed that frequently, it's harder to do the sets. I know last weekend we were selling Herman Moore for around 600k. He's a little bit below that. Michael Vick for 600 and Rod Woodson for around 625. He's still going for that. Set pieces wise, I can give you the numbers, although they're probably going to be drastically different. This Saturday and this Sunday, I know I was buying Herman Moore for 140, the 88. Rod Woodson was like 150. Rod Woodson isn't even on the auction house anymore. His 88 overall version, no one is opening legend packs at the current moment. I know 86 overalls we were buying at 60k or around like 55k to 60k. So if you do want to pre-plan, I guess this would determine. This all depends on if we get the 88 topper. If you want to buy the 86 overalls for under 50k, it's actually a pretty safe buy considering training for them would be like 45. They really couldn't go down that much more from 50k. So if you want to buy 50k, prep a little bit for these sets, it's not a bad idea. 84 is around the 24-25k mark that I was buying. If you want to prep, I'd say under 22,000 coins. And then, by the way, this is for 90 overalls. The 85s are going to be whatever training is going for. So 85 is what, like 31,000 coins. And then 82 overalls last weekend we were buying for under around 16.5k. You can already see they've already adjusted on the market back up to 17k. They were down to like 12 and 13 middle of this week. They're back up in price, but that is your legend sets. The only other thing I kind of want to talk about that I'm even going to remotely think about doing this weekend to try to make coins is a little bit of some comp pass investing, that being your high core golds and your low, at least we're not core golds, just your high overall 78, 79 overalls and your 80 to 81 overalls. The 70, 79s, every single, the past 2 comp pass refreshes have gone up to 5.5 to 6,000 coins. So I think if you see any 78 to 79s under 2.6k, it's a zero risk investment. It's a 50-50 if they get the set again. If they do, you're going to double your coins. They are really hard to buy. They just don't get listed that often. If they don't have the set as an objective this week, it's a situation where you're not going to lose anything. You either sell back and just get your money, or you can wait another 2 weeks and hope the set gets re-added and your cards go back up. I'd say for the 80 to 81 overalls, buy under 6,000 coins. But that's all for the wallet weekend this weekend. There really just isn't that much to do without. We'll be next weekend, man. We'll be team diamond investing. We'll probably be training investing. We'll be doing a whole lot more this weekend. Not too much. Oh, Hispanic Heritage promo. Make sure when you do all the stats and your objectives are all done, you restart your game to get the 88 overall. I've seen a lot of complaints on Twitter, and people just aren't restarting their game. You know how Madden 23 is. You got to restart to get any single solo challenge reward there is. But that's all for this video. Comment if you have any questions. Like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. And until next time, peace.